Rishi Shukracharya. Father name Bhrigu, mother Devi Kavyamata, wife Jayanti, daughter Devyani. His father Bhrigu was one of the Saptarishis. In some stories, it is also believed that he was the one who cursed Brahma for not listening to him and that he'll never be worshipped again on earth. Once Shukracharya decided to be a member of Swarglok, which is the places of Devas. When he reached there, he was denied entry, which became a mark of insult for him. He then pledged to defeat the king Indra and capture Swarglok, for which he decided to help Daityas Asuras, who are practically the demons. He knew that Asuras are not powerful enough to defeat Devas, therefore, he started penance in Mount Kailash for Sanjeevani mantra, a mantra that could cure any wound. Therefore, he hanged himself upside down on a tree and started praying. When Indra found out, he waged war on Asuras. In the meanwhile, Indra decided to break his prayer, so he asked Jayanti, the daughter of Indra and future wife of Shukracharya, to break his prayer. The idea of breaking prayer is that if the prayer is broken, he might not get the boon. So, without food and water, Shukracharya was simply living on air, so Jayanti burned the leaves below him. But he was still praying. This time, Jayanti added chilies in the dried leaves, and due to the smoke, his eyes and nose started bleeding. But he still kept praying for the boon he wanted to get from Lord Shiva. Finally, after many years, Lord Shiva appeared and taught him the Sanjeevani mantra. Jayanti was captured by the Asuras. When Shukracharya returned, she asked for forgiveness and to serve him as his wife, to which Shukracharya agreed. While Shukracharya was in penance, the Asuras were being hammered by the Devas. Meanwhile, his father wasn't present to help them either, so they asked for shelter to his mother Kavyamata. So she allowed them to live in their hermitage. Hermitage is also known as ashram, which was covered by an invisible shield. As a guest, it's one's duty to protect his guest. So the Rakshasas were saved by Devi Kavyamata. When Devas asked Devi to release them from their hermitage, she put all Devas into a state of paralysis. Now, Lord Vishnu saw all of this and he thought the world will end if all the Devas will die, or so the evil will take over the world. So he had to intervene and he said to Devi Kamata that he would break the hermitage to protect the world, but she refused. Vishnu then summoned his Sudarshan Chakra and broke the shield, and while doing so, Kavyamata's head got cut off. When Bhrigu came back home, he saw his wife was killed by Vishnu. Angry Bhrigu cursed Lord Vishnu for his sin of women's slaughter, saying that Vishnu will have to suffer endless birth and death on earth, and in every avatar he has to separate from his wife. Then Bhrigu brought back his wife with the help of holy water. Okay. Shukracharya, after his penance, waged war on Devas. Needless to say, they started losing every battle because every time they killed the Asuras, the next day Shukracharya brought them back to life. Therefore, they approached Brahaspati, the counselor of the gods, and the arch rival Bhrigu. Brahaspati had a son. His name was Kacha. So Brahaspati then asked Kacha to become a student of Shukracharya so that he can learn the Sanjeevani mantra from him and in order to defeat the Asuras. So he went ahead to Shukracharya and he accepted him as a student as well. Asuras weren't pleased by Shukra's this move, so they decided to kill Kacha. Meanwhile, the Shukra knew that the Asuras were going to kill him, so he ordered him not to leave the hermitage or his side. So he started living in the ashram and he became friends with his Shukracharya's daughter Jayanti. Jayanti later fall in love with Kacha. You know, Kacha thought he could outsmart the Asuras, so he went to the jungle where they surrounded him and killed him. When Shukracharya found out, he knew his daughter was going to be upset, therefore, he brought him back to life by Sanjeevani Mantra. The Asuras were disappointed, so the next time they held Kacha, they killed him, burned his body to ashes, and mixed the ashes into alcohol. Shukracharya came to Kacha's rescue again and he drank the alcohol which was present in Asura's possession. Now, Shukracharya then taught Kacha Sanjeevani mantra in his stomach, after which Kacha came out tearing Shukra's stomach apart. When he came out, he saw Devyani crying for his father. So he immediately used the Sanjeevani mantra to bring Shukra back to life. When Shukracharya was revived, Kacha asked his permission to leave, to which he approved, but Devyani proposed to him and asked him to marry, but Kacha refused, saying she is like a sister to her. Furious, Devyani then cursed him that he'll not be able to use the mantra when needed. Later, when the Devas were losing, the Kacha tried to use his mantra and he wasn't able to. Now, there may be some questions like what happened to Devas. Well, there are many stories around. Both of them kept fighting for thousands of years, I don't know who won or lost. Ultimately, I think Devas win. That's why we are here. Okay, what happened to Shukracharya? Okay, the story is that he lived. There is no such thing. There is not written anything about his death. So I don't know what happened to him. But what I have read is he continued to help the Asuras against Devas. Okay. Why Kacha brought back to Shukracharya? Maybe he was in love with Devyani as well, but due to he had to follow his duty, so he left her. But maybe Shukracharya was his guru, so he thought this could be the Guru Dakshina he could pay to him. That's it. So you can like, share, subscribe, or comment anything you want. Goodbye.